Hello everybody. What we have here is the Savage Precision 64. Most of y'all I'm sure have heard of the Savage 64. It's been around for forever. This is basically the same gun. Just has the Oryx chassis. The bad thing about this gun is like I say, the 64 has been around for many years. And when this gun first came out in the Gen 1 version, it had the solid one-piece steel receiver. As you can see, for some reason, they thought it might be a great idea to cut the steel off and put a little plastic piece in here. And what that does, when the bolt works back and forth, it's hitting this piece of plastic, and there's just a small screw in here. It's the only thing in there to support it. I want to take this apart and show you what I'm talking about. And me and a friend of mine got together who also has one of these. We both had the same issue, and we came up with a temporary solution until Savage comes up with something better. So I'm going to pause the video here, take the gun apart, and be right back with you. All right, I got the stock off of the gun. It's only 2 screws there and there. It goes around the mag well. We've got these 3 here, but for this, all we need to do is take out this rear one. I like to loosen this one so your trigger grip can slide a little. Get the right size here. It's hard to do this one-handed. Heck, we'll just take that out. You pull this out, you can also pull out your magazine well. And while you're in here, this trigger isn't greatest on this thing. M-Carbo has a spring kit. You replace this one and also the trigger spring inside here. Okay, let's pull that off. Now here's the problem. As you can see here, your bolt, when you shoot the gun, the bolt comes back, and this piece of plastic here that they put in the gun, see, it has a little hole in it. It hits this when it comes back, and that pushes the rod through to recock the gun after every shot. It's quite a bit of force for a piece of plastic. And right here, if I can zoom in here, show you what happens. You see this little hole where the bolt goes through. It breaks this plastic and allows it to slip over that bolt head, which your bolt can't be too long because then it would get in the way of your rod when it comes through. But it breaks that, wallers that hole out, and lets your plastic piece slide back, letting the gun stroke too long, and then you have a single shot pretty much. So what we came up with was a 3/8 inch nipple. Cut the threads off, made it the same length as this plastic piece here. Drilled a hole in it, the right size, and it's still. Doesn't give, doesn't move, stays really solid. Slide it in the gun just like you took the plastic one out. See, you want, it rests on that plunger, so you'll push it in just a little. It has some spring tension. You'll push that in, put your gun back together. I'm going to pause it right here because I'm going to have 2 hands, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, all right, we got it all back together now, and you can see here the nipple is back inside the gun. Really simple fix, works great. Now you can leave this open if you want. Let me see if I can get this phone propped up here. I should have done that a long time ago. Okay. Drop it back in your stock here. Let me show you. To me, it doesn't look the best without the, let's see if you can see this. Without the end cap on it, like I say, it works fine like that. But what I recommend, which this one actually is the friend of mine that I was referring to earlier, what I did was cut this round piece off that goes inside the gun, and I actually epoxied it to the stock. That way when it can come off and it won't interfere with anything, and then you still have the original look, but it functions. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. I couldn't find anything at all on the internet about this. They call this Gen 2, which I didn't know that until I was looking at the manual, and on the parts breakdown it showed a Gen 1 receiver and a Gen 2, but even a Google search can't find a Savage Model 64 Gen 2 receiver anywhere. We both did contact Savage on this issue, and they're sending us replacement parts, which is just going to consist of a couple more of these. So you get 20, 30 shots maybe before it breaks. But this, I believe, is a long-term fix, or if they ever come out with at least machine this out of aluminum, we'll probably take care of it. Okay, if y'all have any questions or comments, please leave them after the video. Thanks.